Stuart, lovely to meet you this afternoon. Now, this is a very exciting time for you at FrightFest, isn't it? Tell us why.
Yeah, this is our first feature film. Myself and my collaborator Paul Butler have been making shorts for ages, and we just got it ready in time to submit for FrightFest, and we got in to the First Blood strand. So it's going to be amazing to see loads of horror fans watching our film, because I'm a huge horror fan. So this is so weird for me right now. Yeah,
it's the home of horror, isn't it? Really, FrightFest.
Exactly. And now that the Horror Channel's a sponsor this year, that is amazing. So hopefully we can maybe see it on the Horror Channel one day.
So tell us about you've got a creature feature, haven't you, submitted? So tell us more about the story.
Yeah, so The Creature Below is a bit of a psychological horror film. Essentially, it's about a young marine biologist named Olive who goes on a deep-sea dive, and she has a near-death experience after encountering an otherworldly creature, and she brings back a strange egg from the creature and studies it in secret in her basement at home, away from her boyfriend and her sister. And when the egg hatches, it imprints on her like a mother, and they have this symbiotic relationship. And being it's a bit of a Lovecraft-inspired film, the creature drives her to carry out its sinister will with deadly results for everyone involved. So it's quite a fun, slimy horror film, but also with a bit of a serious tone that I hope is a bit different and people enjoy, really.
What was the genesis of the story for you? Where did it start?
Well, interesting thing is, my colleague Paul Butler, who I work with on all my films, he wrote a domestic horror film about a love triangle. And the script was fantastic, but I like my John Carpenter and things. And I said, wouldn't it be great if there was a giant squid in this love triangle? So that's how it came about, really. And I love stuff like The Thing, From Beyond, Stuart Gordon's stuff as well. And I was like, we need to make a Lovecraftian creature feature film. And somehow we did on a very small budget.
I was going to say, what was it like logistically making a creature feature on a limited budget as an indie filmmaker in the UK as well, because there's even less money in the UK?
Yeah, I mean, it's finding people who know what they're doing. So we've got Neil Stevens and Paul Wilkins, who are amazing creature effects artists, and they're doing it at home, just like we're editing the film at home, really. So they came in and made these latex creatures. So we've got 3 practical creature effects creatures in the film. Got people to puppeteer them as well, and we also got Jeff Blythe, who's a CGI artist from America, who kindly agreed to do lots of visual effects work for a bigger creature in the film as well. So it's just finding good people who are passionate about what they're doing, and they want the same thing out of it that you do, to make a good film. We're not in it for the money at this stage. It's a first feature, so we just want people to see it.
And so, as it is your first feature, what advice would you give to others going out to make films?
I'd say find people who have all the qualities you don't have, listen to what they have to say. The great thing about working with Paul is that we have completely different tastes, we have completely different opinions, so it works really well in the end. And also, draw upon those skills of different people, listen to feedback, take that, and always be making connections, because you never know when that person might work on your film or you might work on theirs, definitely.